bird, baby bird. It's probably a blackbird. Could be a magpie. It's one or the other, I think. Highly unlikely it's a crow. It's also in the neighborhood, but I suspect it's a baby blackbird. It's evening time, so it's home. I guess it's waiting for its mama. Hope mama's coming home, or papa, with some food. It's probably hungry, right? Wants to go bed. I spend most of my days, just sitting out here in the garden, listening to birds, passing traffic, pedestrians. It's, I would say it's a very multicultural country, Ireland, which is a very good thing. And I love all the peoples who come here to make lives for themselves. And it's funny, I hear people walking by in the near distance. I've got good hearing. And I would say probably only about a quarter are speaking English between themselves. No, I would say about 50% are speaking English amongst themselves as they're walking by on the sidewalk, and the rest are speaking a foreign language. And realistically, of those people speaking English, it may not be their first language, because that's my dog. That's my dog out for his walk. Hear him? You know, you probably saw a human. That's what made him bark. Yeah. It's good coffee I'm drinking. I sit here and I watch the sky. It could be warm, it could be cold, it could be raining, it could be almost raining, it could have just rained, it could be about to rain. There's a lot of rain here in Ireland, but I get lucky. My timing's coming out. And yeah, sometimes it's raining. Sometimes I gotta take precautions. My newest trick is I throw a tarpaulin. It's folded up into like a 1 meter square, and I pin it onto the rotary washing line. And there's a little roof, isn't it? And I scoop my chair under it and I sit there, don't I? Yeah, I do. I've always said that I'm going to do something better regarding a roof here in the garden, but honestly, I kind of like the absolutely raw street vibe that it has. No shelter, only what I can make. It took me a long time to work out that tarpaulin. Yeah. Just fold it in a square and put it on top of the line and pin it down with a few clips. Boom, let it pour, let it rain, let it rain. Don't bother me no more. I'm sitting there, watching the sky. Probably a dark sky when it's raining like that. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a blue sky when it's raining like that. I wanted to say, that's right. I'm really pleased that I'm making these videos now that I am. Take my hat off and get serious. Yeah, I'm really pleased that I'm making these videos. because there's no edits, they're raw, and they're me at a time in my life. I like to think that this is just about halfway through. I'll be 50 in a month and a bit as the calendar clock goes, and I obviously know a lot of 50-year-olds, and I gotta say, I never was, but I'm honestly nothing like them. My great, some would say, misfortune in life was getting multiple sclerosis. But was it really such a misfortune? It forced me out of the rat race. At 33, I was diagnosed with it, and I tried to continue. I was determined I was going to continue, but I could not. After about a year, I had to stop. It was not possible. I was severely disabled, and I got a video on that, the drug I found, and yeah, it's good coffee. I make this coffee myself. We got a bean to cup thing, you just pour the raw beans in the top of the machine, fill it up with water at the back of the machine, turn the machine on, come along, put your coffee cup down in front of the machine under the thingy, and then press the button. You want a short espresso, you want a long pour. I go for a long pour, and then I go almost Americano. I just put a little bit of boiling water, of hot water into that, and some almond milk. I'm good to go, unsweetened. Don't ever give me sweetened stuff. I was some country in Europe. I was drinking cappuccino probably, and I don't take sugar in anything, and it was sweet. And I was like, ugh, what the heck is this about? And they were like, it's cappuccino. And I looked at the milk carton. I was like, sweetened. I'm like, if I want sweetened, I'm going to put my own sugar in it. Why would you do such a thing? Why would you inflict your unhealthy tastes upon me? I don't like it at all. I can't taste the goddamn coffee if there's sugar in the thing. Don't you people like coffee? You putting sugar in it? I don't think you do. Maybe you're just faking it. Yeah. Coffee's special to me. It's getting close to bedtime, and here I am still drinking my coffee. It'll be the last one. Probably. Maybe not. I drink an awful lot of coffee. I have a huge tolerance for coffee. About 8 of these a day I drink. From when I wake up till now, when I'll be going to bed soon. And it doesn't affect me at all. I was never the same like the others. Things for me were always different. I always knew that I would be retired by the time I was 40. I knew that since my 20s, certainly, yeah. I just saw my future and I was like, buddy, by the time you're 40, you're going to be retired. Was it a premonition? Because I got that right. I was actually retired at 34. So I beat that by 6 years. How about that? Beat a few other things by 6 years too. And I have another video about that. Yeah. Very good. So yeah, I'm pleased I'm making these videos. It's a shame it's getting so dark. You can't see my pretty face much, can you? There I am. You see my wrinkles in this light? I got one wrinkle here. You see this one? This wrinkle here. That's my first wrinkle that I noticed. Whoa, way more than about the time of the MS diagnosis. So that wrinkle showed up what is that, 16, 17 years ago, something like that. And I paid attention to it. It was the only one I had. Like the crease lines, of course, like everybody does if you don't have Botox. But that was the only one I had. And I've watched it, and another one has come up now on the other side. See? It's probably too dark for this shit, Mike. But that's okay, because you don't care. Somebody might watch, and I'm talking to you. Thanks for watching. I'm keeping you a bit occupied, haven't I? Yeah. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Coffee. Yeah. Apparently it keeps your adenosine. Is that the right? I don't even remember how to say the word. Adenosine. Keeps it toned down. And this, I do recall researching and determining that it's a good thing for my MS. A lot of coffee. I'm not having any problems with my MS. I'm enjoying the coffee. Enjoy your coffee. Don't be afraid of it. Drink good coffee. Drink the best coffee you can. Filter coffee, you see, to me, that's the coffee I first came upon in the 1980s. I guess I smelled it first in the 70s. And it tasted like swamp water to me. They probably weren't making it right, I don't know, but it tasted like swamp water to me. And it wasn't until I discovered espresso in the 90s that I truly saw the beauty of coffee. Reminds me to have a coffee, right? And I know people around the world, you drink coffee from a jug, like you make a jug of coffee. It sits there, you can keep it warm, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. And that, to me, is just stale. You know, it's stale coffee. It's like catering standard. Even caterers sometimes now, they have proper machines with them, making you fresh espresso, and cappuccino, and latte, and your frappuccino, and mocha puccino. But that coffee, that filter kind of coffee that you make, then you just run water through it and fills up a jug, and the jug sits there. I think it's kind of like maybe working in this must show up in TV shows, right? Coffee jugs, workplaces, empty coffee jugs, stuff about coffee jugs. I just want to put my cup up there, press the button, and psh, thank you. Almond milk.